They won that one 1-0 over Oakland, and so they're going to be the district champions. And in fact, the standings today, despite what happens today, are not going to change. Riverdale's going to win the district tournament or the district regular season championship for the fourth time in 5 years. And no, I think it's the fifth time in 6 years,
Yeah,
as a
that's
matter of
right.
fact. Siegel will finish second, one game behind, at least right now, depending on what happens with this game. Blackman will finish third, Oakland fourth, and Rockvale will be fifth. And that tournament will take place next Wednesday at Riverdale. And don't know the tournament bracket and things of that nature thus far, but we'll get to that as soon as we know. David Limbaugh said they're meeting this weekend, and it is prom season. And so that always has an effect on baseball and softball tournaments, districts tournaments especially. So we'll see how that works out. And then we have to deal with graduations and things like that down the road in region and sectional play. But last night, Blackman fell to Siegel at Siegel 7-3, and just Tuesday night, the game that was here, first game of the 3-game series, Siegel won that one 5-3 over the Blackman Blaze. So Siegel's trying to go for the sweep. Blackman's trying to squeeze in a game here in this series and go into the district tournament on a high note.
Well, you're talking about graduation, then you talk about other things. Well, Blackman's got 4 with the flu, and so they've got several out of their starting lineup tonight, and some coming off the JV team and going to contribute tonight. While we've got a moment before we get our first pitch here underway, we're sponsored also by Rick's Barbecue. They've got quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. And from what Brian told me last night, they now have wings.
They do.
How can the best get even better? It's hard to believe. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. We're a few minutes delay. They're still manicuring the field right now. And Brian, our schedule, we don't know. It's too early to say, but I'm sure we'll have several games next week.
Well, so weather, we may have to deal with that, especially early on in the week. The extended forecast shows maybe some rain on Monday and Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes. But I can tell you that Eagleville will begin in baseball. Their bracket is out. They'll play Fayetteville at 6 o'clock on Monday. Huntland will host Moore County. The winners move on. The losers will go through the losers bracket. They're going to play that tournament in 3 days. And the rest of the tournament will be at Eagleville, by the way. And once they do the higher seed. And also MTCS will be playing in their Division II Single A District 3 tournament. MTCS will play FRA, and they do it a little differently. It's kind of interesting. They're playing tomorrow, and it's a best 2 out of 3 in the first round. And so they'll be playing FRA, and if they win both games over FRA, they'll move on. Could force a third game. They would play that on Saturday if they do. And then the semifinals start on Monday. And that will be also at the higher seed. So could be some possibilities there for us in terms of a game there as well early in the week. We'd much rather do a tournament game that means a little more than a regular season game. That, not saying that they don't mean as much, but district play is going to be over for baseball next week. There could be a softball game, a pretty big softball game probably on Tuesday when Siegel and Oakland play. Siegel beat Oakland last night 9-1, so they get the advantage to Siegel. But that's 1 and 2, and they'll decide things on Tuesday before the tournament starts Wednesday or Thursday in softball.
All right, Brian, and that's going to do our pregame show here, brought to you by the law offices of John Day. And we'll be back with the first pitch for you and the starting lineups again for the Siegel Stars when we come back.
The Blue Raider fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. T-shirts, caps, sweats in all sizes, designs, colors, children's to plus sizes. Raider Tees has decals and license plates to show everyone your favorite team. Plus, check out their wide selection of Blue Raider art, jewelry, even golf tee markers. Show your Blue Raider pride with the largest selection of Blue Raider merchandise anywhere by shopping Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just before the bridge over Broad behind Chewy's. This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Dana Womack on South Church Street between Farm Credit and the post office. Dana Womack's offices are right here in Murfreesboro, 890. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. 900-0877. We've had a litany of technical issues, and this is one of them as well, John. So I've got to get it to the right spot.
We're going up and down. We're going vertically instead of horizontal.
Well,
that's not the only problem.
No, that is definitely not.
Well, I can tell you that Andrew Munson is getting his warm-up tosses here for the Blaze, and he'll have some defensive help around the